Hello everybody, welcome back with another episode of The Binding of Isaac Repentance. I am gonna be doing a beautiful Judas run today. As you could see, we're starting off strong with the 7-cent stapler because that is a very good item. But honestly, around the holidays, I just wanted to be like, hey, the seed is 44T7. Around the holidays, I want to do not quick episodes, but basically things that I either wanted to do or just things that I could basically do. I know it sounds very interesting, but I wanted to do a nice episode to really take it off, you know, make it go quick. You know, we're all busy around the holidays. I got a lovely Christmas episode that, oh my goodness, I can't wait for to show. I genuinely can't wait. It's honestly one of my favorite ever episodes that I've ever recorded in this year. So that has to be saying something, right? That has to be saying something. But Isaac, I feel like, has been easier the more and more I record it. But the hard thing is now recording it. I have a lot on my plate, which is I'd rather have stuff on my plate than nothing at all, if that makes sense. I don't know if you're the same way, but I'm like, I gotta stay busy here with everything going on. So, I mean, hey, Santa isn't visiting me because I'm a bad boy. So is Judas, but I'm very happy. I'm getting stuff done again, right on the checklist. Hopefully, I can get this done first try, and be powerful. That's all like Judas ever wants to be, right? Is just be powerful and be godly. I'm pretty sure that's right. We got a 7-cent blood clot too, and this is hard as well. I think our damage is fine for right now. Is it game winnable? No. I think we need that pizzazz. We need that pizzazz. And the reason why, if you don't know, I love doing the tainted characters. I think the tainted characters are amazing. I love most of every character. Now, I love to do greed mode, or greeter mode, whatever you want to call it, because it's so easy most of the time. And, like, you can get glitches just like that, and why did that proc as a glitch? I don't really know. But the thing with Judas, in my opinion, where the Book of Belial is very stackable, but for me, Dark Arts are just as, it gives me invincibility frames, which is better than I could ever ask for. And the question is, do I want the cube of meat, or do I want what's in the item room? And believe it or not, plop, pretty good. But it's really the biggest game changer, and I'm gonna let you know, plop is extremely terrifying. But let me know how you feel about plop. Like, obviously, with a lot of items in greeter mode, you need to stack. You really do need to stack, and I feel like if I didn't get that as black art, I don't think I would have beat the game at all. Just a fun fact for you, if you are like keeping a Wikipedia or of the Isaac episodes on like what I said or whatever, you can mark it down. This is the first episode that I actually drank live while recording this. Like, I didn't pause or anything. I'm just like, yeah, we're gonna go. Now, this is where I screw up. Where it's not a big screw up, but I learned today, liver gives me 2 lovely soul hearts instead of 3. At this point, I thought it was three active hearts. But the reason why I love Plop, I got my eyes on you. You know who else has your eyes on you? Santa Claus, okay? Santa Claus. But the damage of Plop, really, really beautiful damage. Now, I like to stay away from using Dark Arts, where I know that may sound interesting, but really the only thing that I think I really need to learn is the invulnerability frames. The invulnerability frames are, it has to be at least for a few seconds by now, but it's very interesting. It is very, very good. Like, I love this item, and like I said, it's really only good, I think, in greater mode, because it's a constant where you need to fill the board as much as possible, in my opinion. In my opinion, you need to really fill the board with as many eyes as possible. And it feels good. I like this run, even though, like, if I didn't get soul hearts in the shop, I don't think I would have made it far, because starting now, if I do, like, the secret boss or the bonus boss, whatever you want to call it, it's not really a secret boss, but, like, a deal with the devil, deal with the angel type of boss, I needed soul hearts, but I believe at this rate, I could get Plop. Or, not Plop, you dingle. I could get Bloat, or Peep, Champion Peep or something. So, I really need to be cautious, but I want to make sure that liver only does do 2, and I'm like, huh? What? So I'm like, hey, that's better than nothing. And then we get Sagittarius. So shoutouts to all my Sagittariuses out there. Like, oh my god, you're looking fabulous today. It's just one of those things where I wish I played it smarter. Like, granted, I think ultimately the increase per stage doesn't, like, really get abrupt in any way, shape, and form, like, crazy at this point. So I'm like, if I could survive last floor, then I could pretty much survive this floor without ad infinitum or anything, but I just need to be careful about the bosses in here. And I really, at this point in time with everything, I was checking my trophies. I was checking my trophies right now for the Binding of Isaac Repentance. I only need 3 trophies. Or 7. I can't remember. It's one of those. But I have dual 100% on the Binding of Isaac Repentance, which is insane at this point for me. Now, my dream is to platinum this, obviously. Like, if I'm doing 100%, I basically sort of can't avoid getting platinum, which is good. But I need Mega Maw. Now, I'm pretty sure, or it's Mega Maw or Mega Mush that you get for doing every character. I am so curious on what that is, and if you know, don't spoil it. Don't you dare spoil it, because then I'll be sad. I have a feeling it's an item and not a character, but in a very, very near episode, something crazy happens, which I don't like. I like crazy. Like, don't get me wrong. Why bring ropes to the bedroom? Not that crazy, but you know, hey, I have a change for $1. Why did you give me only 55 cents back? That type of crazy. Like, the stealing crazy, not the good crazy. But I experience a run in the very, very near future, which is already recorded, and you'll see it's insane. And that is going to be the Christmas episode. And happy Hanukkah as well. I do want to say that one more time. Happy Hanukkah, happy Kwanzaa, and Merry Christmas to everybody. I will be saying that hopefully at least every episode before I forget. Now, this was a make or break where I was either going to survive or I was going to die. So very low health, good really to great damage, spectacular. But I ultimately get an angel room, and I really need to go in there. And I get one of the most overpowered items. Peace be with you. Which slows all enemies down, slows weapon shots down, and my biggest beef, if you will,
rules card.
I do not get anything here. I get one evil up, and I get one syringe growth hormones. And my sad thing is I'm like, well, do I take that other 7-cent item, the other hormone? I won't get the transformation yet, but I personally feel like growth hormone, in my experience, I feel like I don't see it anymore. I feel like it's the biggest syringe that I'm missing. And speaking of syringes, I'm gonna get a little political. I apologize. Have you gotten the secret COVID shot by now? Like, that's not really for me to say or ask. I don't really care. But we had that conversation live on Twitch. It's crazy. It's crazy. Last booster, they said it would cure all COVID. And now they're telling me to get another one? I don't know, man. I don't know, man. But am I skeptical? 1000%. But also my biggest skepticism is I was in the U.S. military and they stabbed me with a lot of things. I have no idea what they did to my body. I have no idea. I don't know how I feel about it. I feel like I have to go with the flow on this one. Like, I can't not just be like, oh yes, I want what's out of my bloodstream. Like, they told me I think my shots are supposed to last forever, but I feel like Captain America over here, where if they shot him with like super serum, I feel like they did it to me, but I feel like I also got every shot known to man. And yeah, that's generally how I feel. That's generally how I feel. Where I don't believe I've gotten my flu shot in like 5 years, and I don't normally get sick anyway. But I really do want to find out, because apparently there's a thing called gold blood. Gold blood is like you're immune to all diseases, but also it's there's also a thing where your blood is transferable. Or, no, I'm sorry, it's not blood, but it's you transfer it to fix COVID, which I didn't even know about. And how do people also know about that? Because COVID wasn't always a thing. So it's interesting to me. But yeah, if you have liquid gold blood, and I don't mean pee, yeah, it's interesting. It's the curiosity factor where I'm like, I could get that tested. But do I really want to find out? Because then I'm going to feel like I'm a superhero. And this is where the item Peace Be With You is, I think, very, very overpowered. Because especially Mom's Heart is very... Normally, I feel like this is the only constant boss at this point. But I also believe where if I left floppers. Totally different. If I left the eyes out, I feel like it could just destroy every enemy, as you see here. That really isn't a boss, and I wish I had Spider Mod installed, or not installed, but got, because I truly do want to see how much damage I have at this point, or how much they're doing, and I feel like that was shenanigans getting hit with Brimstone twice, but ultimately makes no difference. We got another Angel Room item. We got Eden's Soul. Eden, decent, but my biggest thing is I get basically at least one free soul heart per bomb, which I'm very glad that I had. So we're up to a very good rate at this point, where I don't have any more keys. Bye-bye, Angel Room. What do I really want to take here? What do I really want to take? Of course, I proc pills.
I found pills.
And,
bombs are
of course, now I get keys. So now, my biggest thing is one thing that I learned that you will notice later on is there's a an item in the game called marbles that I'm actually missing. That is actually preventing me on doing 100% of this godforsaken game. Not good. Not good at all. That is an item that you unlock with, like, giving Bumbo coin or anything. Dry Baby, an amazing item. So I know I got an item there. I don't know what weapon, but I was really getting frustrated via challenges and be like, well, why aren't they all unlocked at this point? So yes, that is one of the main reasons, and I wish I had bombs. So yeah, I know I'm missing that item. Very frustrating. Very frustrating. Be like, oh yeah, I'm missing this item. And the circumstances to get marbles, it better be an amazing item. That's all I'm saying, because the requirements for that, it's so hard to get. I need the pill Blurp 3 times in one run. 3 different pills of Blurp. Just an FYI. So some people have said, oh my god, like, you should have got it by now. Like, some people say, like, oh wow, you got lost fast, or you got lost slow. It's one of those items where it is completely RNG, completely understandable as well. And I'm okay with that. I'm generally okay with that. But yeah, just in case, like, I'm gonna lose my marbles if I don't get it very soon, so I gotta keep that in the back of my head, where I don't believe I could get any blurpage. But I'm okay with this. If that's the worst that could happen, I'm fine with it. And I still think, like, that boss is probably the most annoying boss right now. Because he normally does 1 whole damage to me at this point. But also, the challenge curriculum for getting Angel Room and Devil Room items, in my opinion, are so inconsistent, where I get it, it's Mom's Heart, you're used to that. But then all of a sudden we get both of these yahoos. And very, very easy to take on. Like, there's no like, yeah, there's 3 of them, but I still think, normally if you're at this rate and you're going for Angel Room, Devil Room items, you should easily be taking these people out. Left and right, in my opinion. Left and gosh darn right. But, yeah. That is pretty much it. And I believe we only have 1 more floor to go. So, I buy as many soul hearts as I can right now. I don't have any bombs or anything, so I just really want to make sure. I don't think Lucky Foot is even gonna do anything for me right now. So that's basically it. I'd rather take, I need health more than damage at this point. And like I said, our damage is fine, but what I've done before is, since I don't have miter or any way to get my items back, Plop really isn't going to do anything right now. And a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful item right there, Mulligan. And really, it was a toss-up. It was pretty much a toss-up right then and there, where I could have got HP and damage, or I could have got Mulligan. If you don't know, that is basically what makes Guppy so great, in my opinion. Every time you shoot a tier, you will get a fly. And on what people still tell me to this day, some flies do double your damage, and some flies do 5 times, 10 times. I'm like, this doesn't make sense at all. But okay. But yeah, Mulligan, I think, is a very overpowered item. And of course, it's one of those items that I never get in normal runs. And only these types of runs, which is really funny. No black cards off the beginning, but that's okay with me. That's completely okay. The spikes scare me a little bit, so I panic, but ultimately I think they have no value as of right now. And Ghost Baby, I think, could be really good with Mega Greed. And here we go. Two Greed Greeds? Not Greed Greeds, Ultra Greed. So there's Greed, Ultra Greed, and Mega Greed. Just a fun fact for you, just in case you didn't know, now you know. Like, here, in my opinion, is where they step up. On my long battle. At the rap battle, are you even making New Jersey look good? I bet you $50,000 that you end up with for getting it. Thanks, Thomas Edison. Thank you. Sorry about that. Sick in my brain where I'm like, oh yeah, I love that. I used to love ERB. Epic rap battle. Now for me, I think I was playing with a very low volume. I generally did not hear that. The hands. I think. Wait, what? We got Sacred Heart. But I'm telling you right now, I don't go in that secret room. I'm telling you that right now. I guarantee you I don't. Yup. I don't.
Health down.
But hey, I traded a heart for a heart. Yup. I didn't even hear. I didn't even hear it. So that's my bad, and I'm a fool. But now we're at Ultra Greed, and the Mulligan. Yeah, that was pretty tasty. That was pretty good, and we're already here. This is a spectacular run. When I'm here within under 30 minutes, basically doing 17 plus damage. Yeah, I'm pretty happy over here. I'm very, very happy. But, it's one of those things where this is the main part, in my opinion. I think the second phase is harder, but has less damage. And this Ultra Greed can't really take anything. And I'm okay with that. I'm generally okay with that, where normally, once I get halfway through damage and homing and everything in between, I could sort of destroy pretty much anything at this point. And I'll take that. Like, I have no increase of damage every enemy I kill. Homing basically does its job. It's Sacred Heart. I don't know what you really want me to say that you don't sort of know already about Sacred Heart. It's good, and the only surprise is I think Plop was really doing the best job. I think if I didn't get Plop, I don't think I would have won this run. Now, we got Plop extremely early. We do have damage, but it really wasn't until later on. So, I mean, I always say if you have a constant active item that stacks, you're fine. And that was the problem. Our health is good. If Ultra Greed is doing, if he's taking more than 5 cards, which he has before, don't get me wrong, he's destroyed me so bad. I think then you just know that you're gonna lose. But if you have homing, slow tears, something that buffs you, you're fine. And it's really virtually, how do I put it? A trading game with most cards with Ultra Greed, especially if you have low health and with you. Where Judgment's just like, hey, can I take something? And then with the black cards, like, I can only take 12 damage at this point. I shouldn't be taking 12 damage at all. Where if my health is halfway through already, no, I'm fine. I am fine. Actually, no, that's right. So this Ultra Greed does 1 whole heart. That's right. I keep on forgetting. Normally, it doesn't normally do that. Sometimes, depending on the attack, it does half heart, and then sometimes it does full heart. But that's it. That's it. That's Ultra Greed as Judas. We got the Magician card. But thank you, everybody, for watching. I hope you're happy because you made me happy. I hope you're enjoying your lovely holidays. And if you like what you saw and heard today, please do consider subscribing if you haven't already. And the question of the day is, what do you think of Judas? Do you think he'll be on the good or naughty list for Santa this year? Something to think about. But take care, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye-bye. People always ask, like, why do I get silent during the cutscenes? I've seen it a million times, but I'm like, I feel like it's a good outro point. But I like to leave secret messages. I love you. Goodbye.